A big old Bertha of an old Fleetwood Wilderness just came in on trade here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. And man, at the time this was built, you know, big triple slide fifth wheels like this, they just weren't as common as they were today. Things like this are commonplace nowadays. And I don't know what it weighs offhand. I didn't find a weight sticker in it, but with 3 slides, something this size, you're going to want to be a 3/4 ton truck anyway. It is not perfect. And it's easy to sit here and poke fun and pick out all the flaws in this RV, but really, you look at it through the lens of time. This thing has gone longer than a lot of RVs. There were things that were built after this that are no longer on the road. That being said, she's also certainly no spring chicken. And really, I don't know what more there is to say about this one that the legendary rock and roll group AC/DC has not already said. Because in their own words, she's dirty, mean, and mighty unclean. And all of that describes this RV very well. That being said, if what you're looking for is something inexpensive that you just want to park out in the back for to use like a sort of getaway cabin, or if you're just on a very limited budget or something like that, this one could do the trick. We did find out that TV there is actually non-operational. I don't think it survived well in transit, so that's going to be gone if you come here to take a look at it, unfortunately. Kitchen slide over here. You know, floor plans like this for a while, man, they were ultra popular in the business. But you got that bigger 8 cubic foot fridge, and you have some awesome prep space and good counter and cabinet space as well. I kind of miss those Peninsula overhead cabinets you used to find in a lot of fifth wheels. I'm always of the belief that more storage is never the wrong answer, but the general consumer market has kind of said we want more open space and windows and less cabinetry based on the fact that that's what people buy. Now, again, back to the, you know, the more of the task at hand, it needs a cleaning, guys. I think that there have been mice in this RV based on the fact that there are rodent droppings on the sink. And there is torn up insulation here in the living room floor. This RV has been stored somewhere and not touched for the past several seasons. Now the slides seem to work. That being said, this is an as is, where is, how is purchase. I will make no promises for the working order of something in this kind of age and condition. That's why I'm not being very complimentary about this camper in this video. I'm trying to be pretty straightforward about the fact that it's not flawless, but we're also asking bargain basement money for something like this. This is just one of those cheapy, gutted, price leader kind of things. But it's not completely dead either. Let me back up. So I mentioned mice. It is obvious that there have been, at least historically, it doesn't seem to be current, there have been leaks somewhere by the fact that that wall panel has absorbed a measure of moisture and has degraded over time. I've seen worse, but if something's not perfect, I like to make sure I really go out of my way to point that out, because the general consumer understanding is that even though someone knows that it's not brand new, it's still new to you. And my experience has been that people still carry those same expectations on a used RV as a new one. That's why I'm trying to just be ultra straightforward here to tell you what this thing is, what it is not. Now you've got a very classic bedroom arrangement here, 60 by 80 queen bed. You've got cross breeze windows and huge extra large dresser. That's one of the things that's kind of making me sad in the modern RV business, is that the dressers in the bedrooms have gotten smaller to make the bedroom appear bigger. Now you've got that full front wall closet that's 8 foot wide, plus you obviously have this extra chunk here. And this has a classic split bathroom, which is where you have like a closet style toilet and an open air shower and sink with a central door for privacy and an accordion door to close off the bedroom, so that if a guest wants to use the bathroom at night, they don't physically look at you sleeping or something like that. This was just the way that older RVs had to be built to keep the length and the weight and the cost in check. Newer trucks can handle bigger RVs, so designs like this bed-bath combo job here tend to have gone the way of the Buffalo. But You also see that you've got great floor space here, so that if you do need room to actually stand up and get dressed, you can put on a pair of pants without bonking your head against the cabinet door, which maybe that's just an experience from my life, but I'm willing to bet I'm not the only one that's done that. Now this thing's kind of parked in the back 40. Normally I wouldn't start in the back like this, but it's kind of trudging through snowbanks and I can't get a good look at the back. But I did want you to see that there is a nicely reinforced towing hitch back here. It looks like they put some safety chain brackets, a little 7-way harness. So like a little flat bottom boat or something would do well back here. And again, I'm not trying to overstate anything and try to sell this as better than it is. She's obviously rough and she's seen some better days. But really, given the age of it, I kind of expected worse on the exterior. It does look like it was kept, cleaned regularly. Obviously, there were some maintenance items that got away from the folks. But my suspicion is that up until, pay attention, I'm not watching the camera, sorry. Up until the last couple years, I actually suspect that this RV was very well maintained by the original or previous owners. It's just that the last couple years, it got away from them because it wasn't touched on a regular basis. That's my suspicion. I don't have confirmation of that. I just have a lot of experience at looking at used RVs like these, and that's sort of the feel that I get, but I haven't confirmed that. So she's not flawless, but she's not top dollar. I've seen better. I've seen worse. So I guess the question is, if the money was right, would it work for you? You know, we could have a group come through and clean this. You know, I'm not proud of the fact that this thing's filthy at the time of this filming. I'm aware that that looks like garbage. I get it. But we are a busy, busy place. And ideally, I would love to go through every single one of the new and used RVs that we have before someone ever lays eyes on it, so that you could, see it nice and clean. Realistically, though, that's just not logistically possible. So, instead, we're trying to be a little more than fair on the price tag of this one. Essentially buying your business with a low price tag. And if it's something that you're willing to clean, if you're a handy person who could do a couple little patch fixes here and there, I think that it would be a fair deal for you. Now, if you're a first-time RVer, I really don't think you should buy this RV. Not a lot of places are going to say something like that. You know, I don't make money unless you buy an RV, but a first-timer, this is just too much. You're not prepared for what this RV needs. So if that's not fair, I don't know what is. Now, how can you know what works and what doesn't? That's a super good and fair question. The answer is simple. You give our guys here at Haylett RV a call. Before you take it home, we can have it pulled up to the building, plugged in, all that good stuff, and whatever works, works. Whatever doesn't, doesn't. And that's just kind of how it is. You know, we could go through and we could totally fix this thing, but frankly, I just don't know if that would be worth it in value. Like, for instance, you can't see it because I'm far away, but the awning arms are being held closed with what looks like binder twine on each of the arms. You know, this RV needs some work, but it's not dead. So if you're the type of person that can do some simple handyman fixes and then maybe flip it, I could see you making a couple bucks on something like this. Or again, park it in the backwoods, back 40, the back whatever. Grandpa's, backyard, and she'll probably be there another 10 years. Obviously with routine maintenance and upkeep. So take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy camping, everyone.